All right, so what I've got here is a playlist I made of I don't think it's every diss, I don't think it's every song, but it's what I know to be most of the main event and a couple undercards of the what I like to call the Rap War 2025. I called it that just because I called last year Rap War 2024, and that's how I had it saved. And that playlist is also in my public playlists. Kendrick versus Drake with J. Cole in there. It's got over 130, 140 videos on there, so it's insane. And we will absolutely be breaking that down. But right now, this is about Rap War 2025. What I'm going to call Joey Badass versus Daylyt and Vaughn. Because teams seemed like Daylyt and Vaughn were kind of tag teaming this one, jumping in back and forth and kind of getting the jump on Joey. Yes, there were some people that jumped in defense of Joey, and Joey obviously got Loaded Lux in on one song, but the main event was Joey Badass versus Vaughn and Daylyt. Reason got name dropped, so he dropped a song, and there was a bunch of stuff that happened after that. But I do have a winner in my head right now, but it is hard for me to say that there is a loser coming out of this. And I don't think anybody walked away from this worse than they came into it. I think Vaughn got a ton of new fans. I think Daylyt got put on to a bunch of people that weren't familiar with him and kind of showed that he can do a song and he can also battle rap too. Like he's not just a battle rapper. I mean, if you go on Daylight's page, there's no videos like pre this year. Like pre Pie, I think there's like one video on YouTube pre Pie with J. Cole. So he's showing like, hey, I haven't put out an album in 8 years, and he mentions it here, but I can still make a song. Like I can still make a song. I can make a diss track. I can rap over good beats, and I don't want to hear nothing about Daylyt picked bad beats. He rapped over good beats, and he spit bars. So I think he got turned on to a bunch of fans, and I think Joey Badass put a bunch of people on to like he should be mentioned. Maybe not in like a big three conversation, but in that like next tier of hey, these are the best rappers after our biggest ones. Joey Badass absolutely should be getting the flowers that he's getting right now, and I believe that he's getting a lot of flowers. I see his streams going up. I see his videos going up. I see when I'm on YouTube on old videos that people are, oh, who's here after the battle? So it's cool Joey's getting his flowers, and I don't like that people are saying that he took a 10-year hiatus or whatever, because if you go onto his catalog on Spotify or Apple Music, whether it be a feature, whether it be singles, or whether it be an album, he's put something out every year for like the past 5 years. So even if that was just a quick feature somewhere, he's given his fans music. He's been spitting with Russ. He's been spitting with West Side Gun. He's on some R&B cuts. He's been spitting. So enough of this narrative that he went and took a hiatus. Like there was no hiatus. Just because he didn't put out an album, a full length album for like 4 or 5 years, doesn't mean he wasn't giving verses. He was absolutely giving verses throughout. I'm looking forward to a Joey Badass album later this year. I hope that I still haven't gotten into Rayvon's mixtape that he just put out, so I'm definitely gonna have to get into that. And I'm hoping Daylyt comes with some stuff. So let's go ahead, and I want to talk about some underrated tracks here. Ruler's Back obviously is what kicked it off. Hayu, super super underrated track from Daylyt. One of my favorite Daylyt tracks from this whole entire thing. It's kind of him just placing his stake in New York, saying like, "Hey, I'm here. I've made money here. I know about New York. I'm connected in these streets. Like it's all love." So that was really cool to see. He's rapping his ass off on there on some really dope beats. Crash Out Heritage, man. I want to say it's underrated, but it's got 1 million views. So maybe it's not as underrated as I thought it would be. Because before going into this, I hadn't seen a lot of people talking about Crash Out Heritage, and I really, really liked what he did over Heart Part 6 there. Curtis King jumping in, little Joey Badass reply. And it was kind of, he was talking to YouTubers, he was talking to Joey Badass a little bit, but Curtis King can rap, dude. Curtis King can really get in there and rapidy rap. He can deliver bars. Like he's got the voice changer when he said, stop playing in this culture, you'll get deleted. Like that was a crazy, crazy freestyle from Curtis King. This was a really good reply. Sorry Not Sorry, I really, really like that track. I don't like Hayu. And honestly, I'm gonna give a criticism to Curtis King here too. He rapped over the Ruler's Back, and honestly, in these beefs, I like when rappers take another rapper's beat, but I don't like when they take the one that you just rapped over. So we just heard the Rulers Back, and then we're going to hear it again on Content by Curtis King. Vaughn used Heart Part 6, but that was from GNX, which came out in November. So I'm not really mad at that. Hitta Freestyle. So we come right back to Hitta. So already in the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tracks here, we've got 2 songs that have used a beat from previously in the battle. YHRR from Daylyt. Let me remind myself of this one real quick. You try X-ray. I see through you. Oh yes, this was really, really good. I forget specific bars. I'm actually gonna pull up some lyrics over here. Let me pull up some lyrics. YHRR. Sorry, I probably should have had some of these pulled up before. Because I know he was rapping his ass off in here. He said, Mama said be nice to him. Or something like that. What'd he say? Mama said you was too nice. I replied, that's the way I write, Mama. They took it to the net with it. And now it's on site, Mama. Take a look at how I'm being polite, Mama. I do this because I know it ain't no fight, Mama. I know these really need training. What's at the end of the tunnel? Oh, it's a light, Mama. Dude, Daylyt had some of the best raps in this whole battle, dude. He showed off his technical ability like nobody else did in the beef, and I'm really ready to say that right here. That doesn't mean I necessarily have him declared a winner, and we'll talk about that. But Daylyt had some of the best technical raps, some of the best bars, some of the best entendres that anybody had in this beef. So that was really, really good. Impossible Patty, I like the concept about, hey, they gave y'all a chance to cook, but y'all made an impossible patty. That was really good. I thought Pardon Me was a really good record, and I thought it was a really good response, so I'm not sure why it hasn't gotten some of the critical acclaim, I guess, that some of the other ones have. Let's go ahead and look at Pardon Me. Oh, this is where he says, I shoot you, I'm brainless, you shoot at me, you famous. They try to mark us out like Garvey. This was a really good one. I'm like Michelangelo with the brush of Van Gogh. I slide in the dough, paint your house, and watch the block Van Gogh. That's, dude, he was rapping his ass off too. I think that Joey Badass and Daylyt were absolutely the most technically forward rappers in this beef, and I can really, really appreciate that. Daylyt, Me and My Backpack, that was a really good track. Vaughn going crazy, and this is what I don't want to just skip over Backpack like that, because like I said, Daylyt is rapping on Backpack. And people that say like, oh, you need to remember standout bars from everybody to prove why they won the beef. I can't remember standout bars from a 39 song battle that took place over the course of about a week and a half. Like, so we can't, it's hard to remember all of these bars, and I don't blame anybody who can't. Let's see, what did he say in this one? Oh, is this It's Your Birthday? They had a party for you on your birthday. Maybe it wasn't. God damn it, I gotta click on it. I'm trying not to get copyrighted.
Try unreal tricks and lend it sketchy. My deck is what I pledge to as I'm looking for those legends. Paint stare, fog it up.
What were my favorite bars from this one?
In the comments saying every drop you had got abolished. I was too polished.
I hope you pick me though, you Leopold, lustin', lovin', no pick me show. Cause who got fucked be predictable. Battle rap angles with the pass down. Daylyt saving bars, stand down. Solar eclipse raps played out. Okay, so this is where he kind of got into Joey Badass kind of using some of the light flips, the Daylyt savings, and the rays. And he was kind of saying like, hey, this stuff's played out. I've been in battle rap for years, and I've heard every flip of my name that there possibly could be. So go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. I don't know what you want me to do with that. So I've heard it before. So I really like that angle coming from Daylyt. Vaughn going crazy in this freestyle, because the way that he entered this with this energy, I don't think this should get clipped, but it was towards the end, Y'all haven't had a hit since like 1999 over the Kendrick Lamar beat. Was it Feel? Dude, Ray Vaughn probably had the best bars of like, ooh, like that was a flip, like that was hard. He was the funniest, and he probably had some of the best bars. And we'll talk about everybody else here.
Like White Castles, not first class when I look up flight cabins. Wrong pills have you stuck in a time capsule.
One of my favorite things about Ray Vaughn throughout this whole beef too has been his delivery. His delivery has been top tier. I just know he's spitting all over the mic in the studio. Pause.
I would be lit. I time travel. Let's go. Justin, if I ever stop breathing, put diamonds in my halo. I'm flexing on Jesus.
If I ever stop breathing, put diamonds in my, like he's really spitting.
Bitch, we out here carrying the region. Hairstylists, we've been out here bobbing and weaving. Come on.
Hairstylists, we've been out here bobbing and weaving. And then I think right here is where he starts really going.
You niggas was on prime days, boost mobile SIM card, boosting up the crime rates. You niggas had a lot to say, don't think we forgot.
Right here.
Okay. Nah, I don't think we forgot. Okay. If you land in the city, you can tell like a ox. Niggas ain't got a comma, but was speaking on dot.
And watch how crazy he goes here with the delivery. This is what I can really appreciate from a rapper is enunciation, delivery, clarity, and bars. Like this next like 30 seconds goes crazy.
Fuck that podcast that nobody gonna watch. Stand on them like a twist to get you put on the spot. Man, call me like an apple boy, we turn on the mots. Don't need opinion from a nigga who ain't reaching the top.
Don't need opinion like that. That's what I look for in rap. That clarity, that enunciation, and that delivery. And Ray Vaughn executed flawlessly in the delivery.
Matt call me like an apple boy, we turn on the mots. Don't need opinion from a nigga who ain't reaching the top. Claiming they got hits, but they ain't doing their job. Ain't had a hit since like 1999. What happened to the vibes? Oh, you turned a little Nas.
And then look at Justin, he's like, did he just say that? And I think he might have gave a little hint of like, hey, let's cut him off a little bit, because like, watch this.
Call of Duty live, goofy nigga better pick a squad, cause they not like us, and we rode the bus while we had a trust, and we ate free lunch if we ain't had much. So instead of discuss, y'all better shut the fuck up. Why you turn the beat off? Why you fucking turn the beat off?
He's like, sit down, crazy, brother. Right? Sit down. Like, what are we talking about here? Sit down. And man, here we go. That woke up the beast. That started it, man. And apparently they've been doing this Cypher freestyle since March. So I think something may have gotten out a little bit into TDE. And there was some heads up that the bars were coming. Because, yeah, this was crazy. Let's go ahead and I'm going to pull up the lyrics here. Because I want to give credit to everybody. All right, let's go ahead and start with Big Sean. Know you great when you uncomfortable in your zone, Gravedigger. How want my name on they tombstone? And then Absol comes in, yay or nay? Seems to me you want A, but don't be one of them, because that read the room wrong. I spit like bulimia, believe me, I'm more hungry. Way more unique, had power before the money. Fire. That's hard. So that's a flip, obviously, for Joey. They're taking shots at each other. The spit like bulimia, believe me, I'm more hungry is fire. The how people want my name on they tombstone, yay or nay, super fire. I don't like the I like the been a goat since the goat tea and pow chains, Tisa hats. I even made the goat cheese. Just imagine all the other shit you don't see. Yeah, Big Sean had a really good verse on here. I liked his verse. It was a good way to start it off. But, man, he's just like the catalyst for shit just blowing up in the rap world, man. What does he say? Absol says, let me remove my cap. Fire. My lady told me somebody told me my career was in the trash. Something about missing my window or something. I wanted to laugh and shatter the glass he was referring to because he ain't got a clue of what I turn into when I enter the booth. Neither do I. But I do know that kryptonite is not a real issue, plus the cape will be navy blue. You stuck in the lowest lane, and if it ain't a bird or plane. Dude, no, Absol goes absolutely stupid, dude. And then my favorite part was, Joey, you put me in a sticky predicament. I had to show solidarity to my syndicate. Now, you know anybody can get it in such a way it'll make any physician conflicted, but listen, the 47 still on my tricep. Wait, easy to say, still tattered on my tricep. I think Genius got the lyrics wrong a little bit, but that flow right there, You know anybody can get it in such a way that it will make any physician conflicted, but listen, the 47 still tatted on my tricep. Crazy. Like that's the delivery I like from Absol. That's the type of rhyme scheme and pattern that I like him in. Let's see what he say. Light was heavy and Ray definitely stepped, but this is hip hop. You know we still on that. It was healthy for the sport, sticking to the roots, keep it competitive. Just be lucky that Soul ain't stepping in. And then at the end he said, Sean, let me get that hat again and ask Nene who her favorite rapper is. And then people played the receipts of not only Big Sean's wife saying that Absol's her favorite rapper, but that he was like her spirit animal or something like that. Crazy. And then Joey kicked it off. Loved from BK to Carson. I'm bar none. Proceed with caution. I spit fire. It's arson. They don't want war with the Martian. They sending troops at the general, but I'm the one who absolute. They obsolete. Can't compete because I'm too elite. Trying to spark a match, but they simply lacking the heat. Blasphemy. I don't need no one to blaspheme. So that blasphemy. Shout out to Jeremy Hecht. He caught it on the Heart Part 4 when Kendrick said that. Blasphemy. How many gonna blaspheme? How many leaders gonna tell you the truth after me? G Malone, big bro, kudos to him. I was 24 carats from it. I was 24 weeks from an M trying to get an M. Yeah, he goes crazy in the Heart Part 4. That's an insane verse. But he's kind of calling back to that. Jay-Z has said that line before. Tupac said that line before. But yeah, let's get back into Joey's verse. First off, I can never hate the West Coast, but since it's coming for Joe, fuck it, then let's go. Niggas must have forgot what Dot said on Control. It's still a bunch of sensitive rappers in their pajama clothes. I guess this ain't no East versus West. I just think that I'm the best. As a matter of fact, I know these bars could put bad boys on death row. Kind of crazy how Suge and Puff in jail, though. Yo, this part I didn't really like right here. I was at the party, but I never seen the freak off. Instead of battle rapper on stage showing his cheeks off. Fuck a type of time these is beyond. Ain't no daylight saving, no sunshine. It won't be long. So right there, back to the daylight savings verse. What else do we have here? Oh, my favorite part right here. No fly zone. Say, oh, was that right? I ain't gotta book no flight. I'm still gonna pack light. I'm overheads like a carry-on that ain't been checked yet. I'm done playing. I popped out like a cassette deck. Respect that. They hang on every bar. Tell them hang tight. Get your muscle up before you step in the swank white. I'm early on the grind. I shine through the late night. I ain't gotta lose no sleep to break daylight. Shouldn't give you the time of day, but fuck it, shine a light on him. I'm a light ray. Now how can I say this all in a nice way? If you need the attention to top, you gotta pay. And so this right here, I'm just gonna go out and say it right now. This is why I think Joey Badass won this beef, and we haven't even gotten into the battle yet. But because he had the perfect balance of bars, being funny, having technical raps, and making good songs. So I think Daylyt had the best bars and technical raps. I think like the best probably flows in technical raps and good angles. He had some really good punchlines over there too. Vaughn made some slaps. Vaughn was hilarious. Vaughn had really good one-liners. But I think Joey Badass had the perfect combination of all those, and he made the best songs. So when I say win, it's more like this. Joey Badass won one of the best rap battles that I've seen in a long time. This was super highly competitive. It was bars, it was song after song, and let's keep getting into this, man, because like I said, Joey won, but he won like this. He didn't win in a way that's like he dominated the competition or anything. But let's go ahead and let's keep going. Hoe Era, one of my favorite tracks. I don't even think I need lyrics for this one. Hey, Hoe, is you stupid or you dumb? Poppin' shit and talking about a 20v1. Hey, Hoe, is you finished or you dumb? We don't give a fuck where you from, Okay, what's up? Shut up. Baby teeth, you don't even got a plaque yet. Fact check, we want to see the numbers like a math test. Run, Joey, run, we gonna aim it at your backpack. You should rap more and you should act less. Every verse asks what that BBL costs. West Coast, get it season, now you heavy on the salt. What do you say? Catch him at the Staples Center, bet you I'm a spark. Goofy, don't let power get your TV turned off. What? No, Vaughn absolutely slid on Hoe Era. Absolutely slid. I gotta, let's check out the lyrics to the end of it. Because I know he ended this on some crazy stuff. Stupid ass think he Rakim, TDE superstars jealous he ain't locked in. Peeled so many caps, I go to med school. Bullets flying by, sounds like I'm on the Neptune. Thought beef with livestock, it was Deadpool. For that energy, I give him wings once I Red Bull. Sorry not sorry, shit was weak, pardon me. And so him going back and name dropping his song, Sorry Not Sorry, that was weak, pardon me. You made a whole EP, cop and please. Black man, let him breathe. Nah, fuck that, hanging from the popular trees. Had you fooled once I do it for the sport. I'm Snoop Dogg kicking over his little fort. Bitch, you wild, you ain't carrying no torch. You let Ice Spice turn into the king of New York. What? Get active. Stop acting. No, that was really dope. I really liked the way he started this off. A lot of people said he went into the hit too early, and I don't think that exists. I don't think there's such a thing as getting into the hit too early. I think you could get into the hit whenever you want, man. Getting into the hit, I don't think there's a timeline on that. I think that is just short-term memory from Not Like Us, and that being the victory lap. I didn't necessarily think this was a victory lap. I think he was just playing with them. He's like, look, I could do this in my sleep. These are just bars over a dope beat, and I'm sliding. And then Joey Badass comes back on the finals. And this was a really good way to start this off and get back at the ones who had been going at him. Wait, was there a Daylyt right there? There had to have been a Daylyt right there, right? Man, I'm not missing one, am I? Yeah, where's... Oh no, Word to My Mama came out after that. Okay, we're on the right spot. But when he Joey said Knicks in 6, Joey in 1, that was fire. Not looking too good for the Knicks right now. But the top dog bars on this, what kind of top dog is you? You more a Shih Tzu. You was cloned in a lab, dog. You artificial. You known for your label, not because you're artificial. And I ain't gotta talk how broke you are to fix you. Cause when I send shots at you, it'd be hard to miss you. Ain't got a load of magazine just to press this issue. That load of magazine to press this issue bar I thought was really dope. A, because he didn't say clip. And B, just because it's sitting right there and I haven't heard anybody say it exactly like that. I've heard some issue bars with magazine, but that was a really dope way to say that. In fact, these ain't even shots, they missiles. Trying to outclass the badass, so I gotta dismiss you. More dog bars. You all bark, no bite, but hit dogs gon' holler. Caught a couple strays, now it's time to put them in a collar. I let them Rottweiler, charge them for top dollar. You the next getting dropped off a top roster, and I'm gonna be the reason. You sick dog looking for beef. You sick dog looking for beef with a seasoned vet. I euthanize 6 sick pups. You barking up the wrong tree. It's time top let your ass off of the leash. Signed for 5 years, had your biggest moment from me. That's, yeah, I didn't even know Vaughn was signed for 5 years. I went back and watched the pop out, and I did remember liking his set at the pop out. So that was probably my introduction to Vaughn, but I must have went and looked up a freestyle about him or something, but I didn't remember knowing the name and remembering the name until this battle happened. Let's go ahead. One of my favorite bars, I guess not one of my favorite bars, but one of the most iconic bars on this was, funny how they got to use the pro name for promo on the low, though I really think you is this homo. The way you let Doc Dick sit in your mouth, that's the same dick licking I was talking about. And that's probably the quotable from this song here. And that was a good way to kind of address everything. I really like the way he did that. Where am I? Y'all will do anything for the clout. Crash out over who won't even let you stay in the house. I bet you ain't even got his number. It's funny how the thirst is being disguised as hunger. Should have sat down, be humble. Yeah, this was just a really, really good response. It was over a type of beat that sounded triumphant. It sounded a lot like something I would figure that Joey Badass would get over. AZ Chike, yeah, now it's game time. Game time. Bitch, yeah, it's game time. Dude, this was a fucking bop, dude. So I'm only declaring this as the Joey Badass versus Vaughn versus Daylyt, but we're going to get into some of these other ones because I think that these guys went crazy. AZ Chike, I'm glad that AZ Chike didn't come in with like some crazy battle rap bars. He came in making bops and he like slid on them boys. Not to say he wasn't rapping, because he was absolutely rapping, but AZ Chike came in, did his sound. He did a diss track the way that he knows how to do it and the way that sounds good for his style. And I'm glad he didn't try to get on New York State of Mind and rap his ass off and do like some crazy flippity skibbity shit. AZ Chike came in and did Game Time. That was kind of his like entrance to the ring. Like, oh, you want to squabble? Like, let's go. And he slid, man. The same way that he slid on that GNX feature, same way he slid right here. Reason with 3 or 4 beat switches right here. Never been locked, had a trunk for the interest. Never been squabbled up from the dance in. What'd he say? Step 1, 2, step 1, 2. Never been dropped, had to slide for my interest. Left up 100, asked God as my witness. Stepping on my own cause I needed my percentage. Unique chain boy, I'm cold, independent. Step 1, 2, step 1, 2. Step 1, 2, step 1, 2. People were saying like he stole that from somebody, and there was a thing that he kind of apologized for, but if it was just that step 1, 2, I'm not really worried about nothing. The cipher was cold. I run it back for you and leave your soul beside you. That was my takeaway from the Dead Apple. Was I really like that bar. The cipher was cold. I run it back for you and leave your soul beside you. Obviously talking to Joey Badass, and he was rapping all throughout this. I don't get the people that say that Reason didn't have a good diss here, and I really like this one. This Reason diss, I don't remember too much of this one. Let's get into this.
Speak on my home, using other nigga styles. What he need is his own. When they ask why I'm doing this, reasons unknown. Nigga, you.
Okay, I remember this one now. So what I did is I listened to this while I was in the gym. I listened to it on my drives. I tried to listen to it just anytime I was doing something, doing dishes, and I could just play some music. I was trying to get this going. So yeah, he rapped his ass off. This was very good. Good entry into that. Good response to Reason. CJ Fly on the Radar freestyle. I did go back and listen to the full thing. I didn't listen to the full thing on my first listen, and I didn't really miss that much. His flow was cool at the end, but I didn't really like CJ Fly on this one. AZ Chike with another one of my favorite songs from the beef, and I'm gonna try to not play that much of this because I'm pretty sure he's copywriting it. But I just want to get something in here.
In that mode, when niggas built like foam, of course they fold. The people's champ here, bitch, I'm who they chose. Now it's time to get your nostrils wiped like an itchy nose. See the chit chatter like chisel, don't get busy. Yes, the badass is boss, he can't fuck with me. He keep talking.
Oh, come on, where's the beat drop? Where's the beat drop?
Song, shot the opium, I'd show you on my loan. Are you a pro from your era? Still ain't made a hit song. Nigga, stick to the script, should've stayed in your zone.
Oh, stick to the script? Nah, dude, AZ Chike absolutely slid. What Would You Do is definitely getting some play out of me. I'm pretty sure it's on DSPs, so I gotta immediately add that one to the workout playlist because he slid. That's one of my favorite songs. If I had to pick, I'm pretty sure if I had to pick 5 songs to just play in my normal life from this beef, AZ Chike, What Would You Do is probably in that 5. Daylyt, Word to My Mama. This is also in that 5, and this is also probably in the top 3 rapping performances in this beef. Word to My Mother. That's what I found out that is. So I got the word to my, but I thought IMVA was something else, but he's just spelling out my mother. Like word to my mother. Daylyt absolutely rapping on this thing. I'll sit back and watch you disrespect what we built. You popped and then skirted. Now expect to be killed. And so he said popped and then skirted. Like pop and skirt. Expect to be kilt. Like kilt, but killed. No, he absolutely killed that. They think you're going nuts. So cool. Vasectomy dealt. You want wreck with me? Totem pole don't amount. Your death can't be healed. The people is lying. Tell him. Simba tell him. NY Cinderella. It's time to crash. Spaz. Cinderella, you hung out with the glass slipper. So him hanging out with the glass slipper, obviously referring to Diddy, slipping things in people's glasses, I thought was a super, super dope bar. That's #1 Diddy bar from this whole beef. I know Vaughn made a whole track full of Diddy bars, but that one right there, Spaz, Cinderella, you hung out with the glass slipper. He says spaz and the N-word, and so he says, Spaz, you hung out with the glass slipper. Clearly step or nearly prep with 100 more. And then clearly step, glass slipper, because it's a clear shoe, clearly step, Super fire. Drake and Dot debating. I'm waiting, but ahead of them all. I'll hurt homie like hospitals. I'm patient, mind disgusting. Time to dust them. We ain't friends, so the bullet come dimes a dozen. No, he was really getting at it on this one. His delivery through this right here was punching on you badass kids. You heard me? You took light at the start of the summer. Pipe down like the Mario brothers. If light frown, it's a scar on your mother. I'm the BK bully. Show up to your house and ask you, can I borrow your supper, fucker? Sometimes I find myself in a state I kill somebody, spill somebody. Can't little man me ask me, it's just, I'm a real somebody. I'm a maniac. You should probably stop. Why? His whole delivery through that spot was insane. Like that's a part I really need to learn how to rap. He says, sometimes I find myself in a state I kill somebody, I spill somebody. Can't little man me ask these little bitches because I'm a real somebody. I'm a maniac. No, he's fucking spitting there. A reply from Ken. Oh, I doubt, Mark, you couldn't kill Kenny with South Park. That's a hood story. Good glory almighty. Heard old boy was in your house. Bubble jacket with tidy whities. We gonna save that for the second round. Whoo. No, Daylyt went crazy here. The issue is Dot didn't tell you there's two boogeymans. The big three could attest to all the things that I've done. You said I'm 0. Oh, that's cool. I still come after the 1. Back to that boogeyman bar. I done left hundreds of dead. So much monster I should live under a bed. I'm the blue demon, Joe. You screaming my name like you a warning demon. Oh, this crown I was owed longer than Morgan Freeman. For this reason, you could not fuck with this Watts bravado. You know how that's going to turn out, Joe Pesci, my motto. Desperado, new guitar case, the best idol, God, your best idols. Woo. Yeah, Daylyt got off on this word to your mama. Or word to my mother. Got off. Yeah, one of my favorite rapping performances on this entire beef. Now, CJ Fly, Stingray, I thought that was much better than his freestyle, but still didn't really love it. Didn't have a bunch of standouts for me. Vaughn, collard greens, chicken strips, mac and cheese, take a fifth. I go cold turkey on a Thanksgiving shit. Watch me bust a bitch. Watch me bust a bitch. Watch me bust a bitch. He had a couple bars at the end that were battle focused, but I think that was just more of a freestyle. I put it in here because it's in the timeline. But another underrated track is going to be Knicks and 6 by Kai Cash. Never heard of Kai Cash until this beef. And he had a really good entry, man. He was rapping his ass off. Really good bars here. Let's see what we got. This is one I haven't listened to a bunch of, but I know he had some bars in here. We could turn Vaughn to Trayvon and go without conviction. Has never been committed. Touchdown and reach a claymore. And money won't go. And money won't make this go away. Nah. You mentioned in the city was the bait, huh? No, that Vaughn and Trayvon was crazy. What else do we have in here? Feeling like Braun in Cleveland. Or what do you say? A brand new team just starting the season. Feel like Braun in Cleveland. A 5.56 make it hard to heal. I'm talking more odds than evens. 5.56 more odds than evens. You got more odds. The dog is here. I'm not just barking neither. Say NY down way bad. Just give me more of a reason. Okay, he's barring. He's barring. Might go link with Soul. Go bar for bar and soak up game. I'm honored. I push through into red rolls. The white ceilings might go Jason on him. I'm not doing this justice. I'm definitely not doing this justice. This was a really good song. I like this one. Let's see if we could just play like a little clip.
Mission in the city. A brand new team just starting the season.
Oh yeah, I really like this part.
5.56 make it hard to heal. I'm talking more odds than evens.
Okay, I liked when he got into that. It's like the UK type drill flow, and he
ain't worth knowing the dog is here. I'm not just barking either.
Like his aggression on that is really good. I like the delivery there. Okay, I almost kind of forgot the flow there. Curtis King, cut the cap, dude. This one was funny. I really like this. This was a CJ Fly response because he thought he got some subs. No, we need to go.
Era irrelevant since 2K. The Big Apple need a bite,
But he got baby teeth.
Pond a nigga grill, couldn't get nothing at Dollar Tree. Don't ever disrespect me, out of breath, rapping like Baby D. Asthmatic on a trap beat, trying to crash out. Where the hell you inhaler, CJ? You finna pass out. Ain't nobody came to see.
Now, where was the... Hold on. Was I just about to get there? Where was it, bro? Oh, your dreads look like Takis. That's why you're talking spicy. Fire.
Jogging at your top speed, CJ's a dirty subway, yelling wash me, rap inside a mirror to it, y'all couldn't box me.
He said, all you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Heard it's okay, Aki. Cookie Monster sounding ass nigga, go get a chopped cheese.
No, it was really good raps by Curtis King. I was proud of Curtis King there. He did his thing. Did his thing for sure. Now, Joey Badass on My Town, another amazing lyrical performance, and obviously the Lux went absolutely crazy. Bars were going over my head. I just saw the DJ Head stay on stream post, and I was kind of distracted. But this was one of the best rapping performances for sure. Y'all must have forgot. Let's see what he say. Oh, you talking like I can't see a light. Yeah, okay. The question is it me v you or you v Ray? That was a good one. I like the way he started that one out. Swerving in the lane with me, you better crash out, referring back to Crash Out Heritage. No matter what stage they put you on, you still asked out. Your thirst for attention is sad. Nothing you could say could take away that sus shit you said on Vlad. The Ayo in the background in reference to Daylyt, you know, taking his cheeks out on stage. In the stuff he said on Vlad, I still didn't go back and look at what was said on Vlad, but apparently his alter ego said some crazy shit about P. Diddy and all sorts of other stuff. So that's why Joey said, I would say I'm going to get in your ass, but you might like that. I'm smoking all you niggas in a blunt. That's a light pack. The irony, for months they told Joey to fight back. Now every punchline they need a crutch and an ice pack. I like that because, you know, even though Joey did reply with sorry, not sorry, and pardon me, people wanted him to really address Vaughn or Daylyt directly and battle. They wanted him to step in the ring. And he said, now every punchline they need a crutch and an ice pack. So that's fire. I really like that one. What the fuck are y'all still tweeting for? Get in the booth. I'm really the truth. Y'all got... Fuck y'all still tweeting for? Get in the booth. I'm really the truth. Got better off... Y'all better off calling a truce. Better yet, get the general. I'm killing his troops. I put the last in a body bag. Now I just spun back to get his dog tag. He said, thought I told y'all ain't fucking with me rhyme for rhyme. They ain't war ready. They more ready for Comic-Con. Who want it with the rap phenomenon? Take a number, fall in line. I'm gonna get through the day fast like Ramadan. I'm the real boogeyman. Y'all should be afraid. Fuck y'all taking so long. You 7 days, all them shots and y'all took, and I ain't even get grazed. Son, y'all, cannon ain't the only thing that's getting raised. Triple entendre, don't even ask me how. I pack him out. Punchlines like a Pacquiao. Tell him real bars is back in style, and y'all is getting smoked like Black and Milds. Ooh, that whole section is tough. And that's what I mean when he came with really, really good bars, and he came with really good technical raps, and he came with punchlines, but he packaged them all in a way where you could tell he is the most refined artist in this battle. He's got the most experience. He's the most refined. He's got the stripes on his jacket, basically. I'm a gladiator, word to Russell, flexing on you, and I ain't even had to move a single. The kid from the Westbrook got the whole West cooked. The jab's weak now. Heard they working on their best hook. Look, Vaughn was so last week. And now I'm hearing some shit about some named Ass Cheek. That was a good way to respond to AZ Chike without even responding to AZ Chike. Just saying, now I'm hearing about some dude named Ass Cheek. Like, what are we doing here, bro? And again, I said I liked AZ Chike's song, and that was honestly, that what would you do? Probably get more play than My Town, unless I'm trying to learn the words. If I'm trying to learn the words to My Town, which I might, it's gonna get a lot of play out of me. But just in general, like in the car, at the gym, like that What Would You Do by AZ Chike is gonna get some massive play from me. How many top dogs will it take to sick 'em? Trying to take a bite out of the apple is just forbidden. I'm gonna break 'em down to the atom, then split 'em when I hit 'em. So that forbidden fruit Adam and Eve bar, trying to take a bite out of the apple, New York. It's just forbidden. I'm gonna break 'em down to the atom, like ATOM, but also Adam and Eve, then split 'em with the finisher. Eyes on the prize, Kendrick. Hand on my fire, don't make me pull it, sir. Hand on my fire, right after he said eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize, which is Kendrick. Hand on my fire, don't make me pull it, sir. Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling, blah, blah, blah. Better be wise, because if it's would occur, I'm dotting T's and crossing I's like Whitaker. Crazy wordplay, a good way to call out Kendrick. And he's rapping his ass off. And he said, y'all running from Lux. And Lux just went absolutely stupid, man. I'm not going to spend forever breaking down his bars, but like I said, a lot of them went over my head. I like the way he ended it, saying, Joey out here lighting you up. They playing with your name. Let's see, what'd he say? This light work and my aura on Aurora Borealis. That was crazy. Ignore the challenge. Hype me up. I want all the value. Cut it out. Because for the record, we ain't talking songs or albums or performing ballads. We ain't talking about good kids and badasses. No, this was a really, really good verse from Loaded Lux. Now, this is where we're going to get a little tricky. Vaughn GoldenEye. This was an incredible first listen. This was a great first listen. However, like I said, I've been playing this playlist all day. I've been playing this playlist all day, all week. No matter what I'm doing, when I got free time and I'm able to listen, I'm playing this playlist. When I get to this GoldenEye one, it feels like a tad bit of a misstep. Because I think the technical rapping took a little bit of a backseat for the punchlines, and I think the punchlines were a little too Diddy heavy. Am I making sense there? It just felt like they were leaning a little bit too heavy on the Diddy stuff, and it just felt like it was too much focus on that. And I think there were plenty of other angles that were even hit on during this song that I think could have been doubled or tripled down on. So sliding through the kitchen like Johnson and Johnson. So we already tell you where this is gonna go. I really like the way he starts it out. Got to get back on Troy and ain't saying shit. Heard he out here begging for dot. I'll let the case spit. Get smacked down thinking we wrestling with all them Ray flips like Rey Mysterio fire. Them shots ain't hurt John Wick. I'm in the Matrix. Then let's see what he says. I heard y'all was sliding on Diddy, but won't slide for you. And then this, I didn't like either. That I was signed for 5 years and got blocked by COVID. So right now it's 2025. You've been signed for 5 years. You signed in 2020. Got blocked by COVID. Should have been probably outside by like 2022, 2023, if we're being honest. And you could have been cooking with content, all that other stuff during that. So got blocked by COVID. You was signed for 20 years and still ain't got motion, which is also not facts because Joey Badass has got plenty of accolades in the game. Sorry, I had to deal with something real quick. But let's see. I'm the you should dread. I'm on your head, Von Wick. Them gay lines is out of pocket. I ain't ever been to Diddy's house. Soraya gonna be shocked when all that footage out. Couldn't get a Grammy. Said fuck it, put me on the casting couch. That's the type of dick licking shit you should be rapping about. And then honestly, I didn't really like the hook a lot. I like the way that he went into the 50 Cent thing. Like I like the callback, but the hook I think could have been a little bit better instead of just going flow for flow with 50. I think he could have done his own thing there. It felt like it was a little it kind of felt like filler going back and forth. And then again, immediately with the Diddy stuff, clout chasing, going after Dot for the control. Fuck the clout chasing. Why you giving up your hole? Oh, a badass, a bad boy. Again, here you go. Trying to cook a fake beef because Puffy called you Sloppy Joe. Again, I'll be the Kendrick copy that's better than Bukkake. I'm like, I don't like that bar. It was crazy to hear on the first listen. Like, I had a crazy reaction to that line, but the more that it plays back, the more that I'm like, I don't really like that bar. You Diddy sidekick and you calling me gay at the freak off for a week and you was calling me gay. Wait, no, you Diddy sidekick, now you got something to say at the freak off for a week and you was calling me gay. Again, like, it feels too focused. And like right here is where I think he could have doubled and tripled down. Before the spice was Tekashi, and where was you at? Troy Ave entered the chat. Where was you at? You wasn't trying to save New York and put that shit on your back. It took a California just to make you to rap, just to get you to rap. And I think he could have just tripled down on that. And I feel like he would have been a lot better off. And right after that, 40 poking out like a pegs on a mongoose. I can handle bars. You've been rapping 20 years straight. You work for Santa Claus. And then immediately gets right back into the Diddy stuff. Secret handshakes and baby oil. Yeah, we saw that. That's what he meant when he's saying he was with all that. Light years ahead, your name buzzing because of mine. Last time we gave a fuck about you was 1999. If I aim at your Big Apple, changes New York state of mind. It's playing with your name. That don't mean you play with mines. No, super fire. And then this whole GoldenEye power angle was good. I like that. I think we should have stayed there. The fuck made you think you were close to Vaughn? I seen that in your posture. You get posterized. CJ Fly dropped a diss too. Damn, for Pete's sakes, post the guy. Pro Era like a drive-through speaker, broken fry. Just an old ass is get mad at the up and coming. I revived your career. I'm why Joey buzzing. You thought he was unique when he clearly wasn't. Had the matching haircuts. I knew it was up to something. Yeah, I mean, this is a good track, but I feel like it was a little bit too focused on the Diddy stuff. And again, now that I'm looking back, there's only 2 verses on here. I thought there was a third. So I like the song. I thought it was pretty good. I just think I don't think it was as good as either of his freestyles or Hoe Era. I thought Hoe Era was much better than GoldenEye. And then Daylyt, ayo. This was another barred up ass song. Ended crazy on some Eminem vibes, and it got pretty spooky there for a little bit. But again, we're hitting the Diddy stuff pretty hard at the beginning. Hard luck, 1 cup of coffee, you'll get a Starbuck. Oh, you sweet. For instance, that freak you mentioned, you was in Daddy's studio taking beat submissions. Want to play? Piggyback, trust. You ain't really that tough. Pokemon lover, your favorite one was Jigglypuff. So I think these Diddy bars were better than Vaughn's, and I think that even though Daylyt had a lot of them, I think he went at some more angles here, and I think the bars were better. So the beat submissions is better than I think anything Vaughn said on GoldenEye. But right after that, he said, Pokemon lover, your favorite one was Jigglypuff. So obviously, in my first reaction on the Real Talk Radio podcast, go ahead and subscribe over there. My first reaction over there was, oh, he just said Daddy Studio, and then he said Jigglypuff, like Puff Daddy. Someone in the comments said, we missed that Jigglypuff puts his opponent to sleep before he attacks. So he said glass slipper, now he's calling Puffy Jigglypuff, and there's a lot of really good angles there besides just saying like, hey, you're gay. You take dick. You are on the casting couch. Like, taking beat submissions, like actually taking beat submissions in the studio, like people sending in their beats, reviewing them and stuff like that. I think that's a much better play on words than anything Vaughn said. Same thing with the Jigglypuff, and I didn't even catch the real double entendre there until later. From a 1v20 to a 2-on-1. You love First Love. They had your ass in the pool sore before meat. 50-foot beds. You laid in 2 Bitcoins, and we got the tape. You made men. So that one I didn't think the tape one was a crazy good angle, but I thought the pool line was nuts. That was crazy. Not a super crazy entendre flip, but that just that made me feel away when that first dropped. Body Lux in Times Square. Go get a Dr. Manhattan. Top, I covered all of my tracks to get the play right. Scientific fact, it takes 10,000 Lux to equal Daylyt. Really good response to Daylyt getting in on the track, and this was not even 24 hours later, so Really, really good response from Daylyt. Let's see. Oh, I can't forget one of my favorite sequences. When the beat drops and he says, let's take this little second to go talk about childhoods. 1999 to be exact, I was 14. 13 shells running from 12. 11 years is what they tell me. Attendants could never sell me. Had the 9 on me to make sure my mother ate by 7. 6 East Coast, we moved in another space. Joey Wise was live at the time. I took L's in numbers, but I survived. They thought your boy was out for the count, but I tell him to stop at 5. Now look at you, my new foe, you Joe. Now we're headed to the 3rd. That's where I grew up at. I ain't scared. Any second I'm the one. It's time to spank you gangsters. Any second I'm the one. But my favorite bar in that whole thing was, had the 9 on me to make sure my mother ate by 7. One of my favorite bars in the whole battle was, had the 9 on me to make sure my mother ate by 7. And that was great rapping here, good angles, and I think he hit the puffy angle enough and then got away from it enough to really make a good track. And I think that this was Daylyt's second best track behind Word to My Mother. A lot of people have this one first, but I really like Word to My Mother, so that one's number 1 for me. And then the way that he ended this was just so scary. About, why kick in the door? I just ring the doorbell with a smile. Girl pregnant, open the door. Yeah, it's been a while. Is Joey here? Yeah, he's in the back. Come in. Soon as she turned around, split her in 2. I guess I love, homie. I told you I'm a monster, not a thug, homie. You'll find me on the staircase with your baby and her blood on me. Super gross, super crazy, super dark. Really, really good song by Daylyt. He crossed into some battle rap territory that I don't think people were ready to hear on a track, myself included. I wasn't ready to hear some of that really dark stuff on a track, but it was a good angle. I like that he came back quick with it, but we got to talk about Crash Dummy, bro. Anywho, ask myself, what would Kenny do? Any day of the week, I take on at least 10 of you. You thought you got dirt on me because I buried you? This is hysterical. Ain't no coming back from this. You need a miracle. And if you can't tell, this is absolutely my favorite track from the battle. I think it's the best song. I think that he slid on this shit rapping. And my first reaction over on Real Talk Radio podcast, go ahead and subscribe over there. My first reaction, I said that he kind of gave up the technical rapping for the punchlines and for the bars and for the sake of the song. But we got to verse 3 and he was rapping on verse 3. And we'll get to it, but I like the way he started it, kind of addressing stuff. That's where most of his disses came from, was the first verse. The second verse was like, hey, I won, get out of here. I don't want nothing to do with y'all. And the third verse was like, all right, let's pack this up. I'm out rapping all you. I'm out moving all of you. I'm out hitting you. Like I'm making better hits than you guys, and I'm putting out the better songs. So let's go ahead and break this down verse by verse and let me know why Joey Badass won this one. So it's about time. Goddamn, almost got sick of waiting like a bad doctor. I ain't got a lot of patience. Y'all back on the clock. And anything past 24 hours is a shot clock violation. What's the current situation? Because just clickbaiting, how predictable this is the angle I was anticipating. And thank you for making it clear to me that not scared, but yeah, I was at the party, but I also seen Top there. Matter of fact, we was talking about the same very plot here. Y'all is going outside because I'm the one on top tier. He said, hey, Joey, I got this artist named Vaughn, and I appreciate if you really help me put him on. Okay, Top, but I know it's going to cost you. You know I really want the one who elevated your roster. I'm at these head tops, ride to the top like dreadlocks. Joey got this whole rap game in a headlock. I'm letting off headshots. I seen this whole shit from afar the way I read Dot. Just can't walk on these shoes, though they dead start. Lately, I've been enjoying the perks, but I don't med pop. I pop out and show how they hoe, simultaneously aiming at least foe. How many mo is it gonna take to drop him? They need 101 Dalmatians just to spot him. Got him. My lyrical Drake making them beatbox. I won't hesitate till these. But these still won't drop like Detox. Matter of fact, I think they forgot the last time I destroyed an average rapper who tried to take a cheap shot. Now they reminiscing over you like Pete Rock. I ride through the city in that GL smooth and made back. So you know I came to do what it do. Is we rapping or we yapping? Jokes on you. Hey, like the flow, the way he just effortlessly tapped into the West Coast flow. And the hook is my favorite hook from the whole battle. Scared money don't make no money. I can never go broke, steady take your money. Laughing at you, but ain't shit funny. You ain't a crash out. You a fucking crash dummy. Ayy, scared money don't make no money. I can never go broke. Just take your money. No, this is really, really good hook. Sliding on that shit. Anywho, ask myself, what would Kenny do? Any day of the week, I take on at least 10 of you. You thought you got dirt on me because I buried you? Y'all, because it's hysterical. Ain't no coming back from this. You need a miracle. Joey just spun again. How could it be? It's like he knew it was coming. The future he foresee. Have you ever thought that TDE was working for me? That segment I probably thought was probably one of the weakest in this song. How the fuck am I your OG? You older than me. Right here. This ain't a fair fight. This is a fucking slaughter. Why you keep bringing up pregnant women? Don't you got a daughter? You really need to get your affairs in order. Last time I checked, your label execs was in hot water. That was super, super good. A good way to bring up the TDE court case that a lot of people talked about. And not make it about Kendrick, not make it about anything but like, hey, y'all got to get your shit together. Like, don't come talking to me about what I got going on in my life. And then speaking of, the Diddy house angle is terrible. You making it way too easy for me. We ain't comparable. Like, I didn't love that he kept bringing up the Diddy angle and like even like him saying like what he say in the first verse. How predictable. This is the angle I was anticipating. Like, I didn't love that. I didn't like him bringing it up, but at least he like brought it up and got out of there quick. Like, he didn't spend too much time on that, so at least that's good. I didn't love to hear that. Right back into the hook, fire. And now this is what I gotta learn this, because this is one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite verse from the beef. Time to show the world who I am. I've been a man. I'm loaded up. Clip on my jam, might spin again. I'm taking all the shots. They say I opened up Pandora's box. I'm breaking all the locks and all the gates they trying to keep. It says they're trying to keep, but all the gates they trying to keep, like gatekeepers, barking over. You know, I got faith in God that I had to reach. Keep thinking shit sweet. When it comes to beef, I let my teeth sink, kicking up dust because my is really street. Better rethink. I don't throw subs, I throw torpedoes that heat seek through your fleece. When I speak my piece, I beat the beast strictly off instinct. All the speculation is lame. I tell it plain. I ain't gotta drop a name just for him to feel the flame. Do this for the love of the game. You think it's for the fame? You're swerving in my lane. I'll take him on a scenic route. I'ma stand on every bar. Promise I won't bleep him out. It's demons in my soul. Family asking who they bring him out. Keep my wife's name out your mouth before you get Chris Rock. We ain't ducking no smoke. That's out, bitches. Hip hop. All I need is a microphone and a disc jock, and I'ma make my shit pop. Let my dick rock till my dick pop. I do this shit for Big Pop and Pop Smoke. How many more New York niggas gotta die on y'all coast and still we got mad love? Ooh, no, that whole section right there. Everything from keep thinking this shit sweet. When it comes to beef, let my teeth sink, kicking up dust because my is really street is better rethink. I don't throw subs, I throw torpedoes that heat seek through your fleece. When I speak my piece, I be the beast strictly off instinct. All the speculation is lame. I tell it plain. I ain't gotta drop a name just to him to feel the flame. Do this for the love of the game. You think it's for the flame? You think it's for the fame? You're swerving in my lane. I take him on a scenic route. I'ma stand on every bar. Promise I won't bleep him out. That it sounds like a West Coast flow. It sounds very Kendricky. He's getting on their ass. He's rapping his fucking ass off. And one of my favorite parts, we ain't ducking no smoke that's out, bitch. This is hip hop. All I need is a microphone and a disc jock, and I'ma make my shit pop. Let my dick rock until my dick pop. I do this shit for Big Pop and Pop Smoke. How many more New York is gotta die on y'all coast? He won. He won. You don't got to tell me nothing else. Joey Badass won this battle. And, you know, I'm a bigger Vaughn fan than I am a couple months ago. And I think Daylyt proved everything that I already knew about Daylyt. Daylyt could rap his fucking ass off. But Joey Badass, I think he exceeded my expectations. I did not know what to think about Joey Badass getting into an actual battle and being able to come back quick. And that whole he takes forever to write, nope, that's not the case. That is absolutely not the case, because he dissed everybody in a way that was adequate to each person. Like I said, like he addressed AZ Chike without really even addressing AZ Chike. He said, I'm hearing about some dude named Ass Cheek, but he directly responded to Vaughn and directly responded to Daylyt, the ones that we've been begging him to respond to forever. And he did it in a way that he rapped just as well as anybody. He had just as funny punchlines as anybody, and he made the best songs. This being the number one best song, The Victory Lap, And I'm going to do that rap again just because that shit's super fucking fun. So if y'all don't like raps and you don't want to hear me try that shit, fucking skip ahead another 30 seconds. Keep thinking this shit sweet when it come to beef. Let my teeth sink, kicking up dust because my niggas really street. Niggas better rethink. I don't throw subs, I throw torpedoes that heat seek through your fleece. When I speak my piece, I be the beast strictly off instinct. All the speculation is lame. I tell it plain. I ain't gotta drop your name just for him to feel the flame. Do this for the love of the game. You think it's for the fame. You're swerving in my lane. I take him on a scenic route. I'ma stand on every bar. Promise I won't bleep him out. Demon inside my soul. Family who wanna bring him out. Keep my wife's name out your mouth or you get Chris Rock. We ain't ducking no smoke that's out. Bitch, this is hip hop. All I need is a microphone and my disc jock, and I'ma make that shit pop. Let my dick rock until my dick pop. I do this shit for Big Pop and Pop Smoke. How many more New York gotta die on y'all coast? And still we got mad love. After all that, still we got mad love. Hey, Joey Badass won the beef, bro. I don't want to hear nothing about anything else about who technically rap better and the Diddy angle and all this other stuff. Joey Badass won the beef. But now let's get into some other stuff. Eastside K-Boy, man. Eastside K-Boy did his damn thing on here, man. I didn't know who Eastside K-Boy was 7 days ago. I'm an Eastside K-Boy fan now, man. And you got to give me some shit to react to from this guy because he is rapping. I don't remember anything from this one, but later on we're going to talk about it. Daylyt, I Can't Hold You. I don't know why people thought this one was lame. I don't know why people thought this one wasn't good.
Lame shit.
If this is Daylyt making a hit, I want him to make more.
I'm going in. I just showed you how to body two friends. But we was big boy, bought boy, put your pants on. The boy so bad he made a dance song. Boy, I'm going in.
What are you doing, Daylyt? You making a dance song?
What's up with the rap? So I was jamming shit. 2 tracks out the gate. It's ugly, oh, I'm down and shit. Told you I'm not like you niggas. Oh, your pride finished. I see a shark in the water. Bitch, oh my God. About to do a game.
I want Daylyt to rap like this, bro. I want Daylyt to rap like this over beats like this, and I want a bunch more of them. I don't like that people said that this wasn't good because I thought it was fire. But what was more fire and probably the most important song throughout this whole thing was WORDISBON. WORDISBON came out because a lot of people thought there was a bridge line that was directed towards Capital Steez, R.I.P. But Daylyt clearly says here that the bridge bar wasn't for Capital Steez, that it was for Soul, the very same thing that you sold to be cold. So he's talking to Joey Badass saying he sold his soul. Living sober, it was hard watching my friends grow older. Suicide taking the conscious ones. The bridge is really over. Now, a lot of people took that as like, you know, the bridge. I'm hoping people know that that's the reference to Boogie Down Productions, The Bridge is Over, KRS-One. One of the first diss songs, I know, to my knowledge, one of the first on record on that album diss songs. But the bridge is over, the bridge is over, bitty bye bye, the bridge is over. La dee dee da dee 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 da dee day. All these suckers MCs just do not know what to say. Hey, you got to get into KRS-One, man. If KRS-One isn't in your top rappers, I don't know what we're talking about. But anyway, Suicide taking the conscious ones, the bridge is really over. Man, I wish Steez was alive so he could see this shit live. Hip hop thriving, look at what we did. I put my G's to the sky. Steez, I miss you. This shit for rap beef, me and Joe don't got no issue. Your face tatted on my right arm so that the world can't forget you. Next to Nip, Prodigy, X, so what do y'all have in common? This is bigger than rap. Some deaths came from things that we was rhyming. It's scary stuff. Remember the day that Joe made America? Was blocked from all algorithms, government scaring us. See, he's showing like this ain't no beef, man. We're doing this for the game. Like this shit's bigger than hip hop. Like I really like, and then even in what was his first diss? First diss was Hayu. At the very end of Hayu, he has a message at the end that I really like. Right before that. Was it this one?
Love y'all, the West up, but I
Maybe it was backpack. Or this one. Yep, here it is. Lyrics may seem extreme, but due to the friendship of all parties involved, no one will be hurt in this process. I stand on the rules of hip-hop, and for that, our word is our only weapon. Fire. Dude, Daylyt, hey, shout out to Daylyt. Daylyt really performed in this battle, and he did exactly what I expected. And I think he showed the world what he's capable of on a track, and I really hope that he gained a lot more fans out of this. And WORDISBON, incredible song. Kind of kills the mood of the playlist, if I ain't gonna lie, but it is one of the most important songs to come up from this. That's on my soul. It's 47 forever. So hey, shout out to Daylyt for that. Great song, bro. Hitta J3 on The Last Supper. What the hell was he saying on here? Hitta J3 was sliding. Hitta J3 was fucking sliding, bro. Responding to everybody. I think there's like at least 2 or 3 beats on there, and they're all, I'm pretty sure they're New York beats. Let's see if we can remember what they're. Like Bronny James was still trash when he in the league. White chalk him, get added to our dead enemies. Nah, let's see, because he was absolutely going crazy here.
Which was on the edge, no jagged.
Rigor mortis.
He actually smoked it. He was on the GNX.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Podcasters, Hermans, and real
Rigor mortis. Was it just rigor mortis this whole time?
Leave a nigga like a baby tuck.
What's beef? Yeah, what's beef? Rigor mortis and what's beef? Those are 2 crazy beats to go on. Danny Myers, you got to give Danny Myers his credit. Danny Myers made a great song here. LA State of Mind. Oh, at rapping over a Nas beat, right? Nas, New York State of Mind.
Fighting a nigga, then grab something loaded. Now it's my goal. Niggas ran into Ivan Drago. I could be God.
I don't want to get copyrighted, so we're not gonna play a lot of these. But no, he went crazy. Chapo Live Moolah wasn't my favorite one. But these from Eastside K-Boy, especially this one, bro. I'm sorry, I don't mean to skip over the other one. I gotta jump off here, but bro, Eastside K-Boy.
Fuck these niggas, cuz. You meant
to all the killers and the $100 billers.
I don't give a fuck. So flow, you miss your dead homie, going dig him up. CJ looking bad outside, going pick him up. Suck him out, Daylyt, get him, cuz. I got a reason to fuck your whole city up. So lift him up, Hitta J, spit on blood.
Oh, no. Eastside, if you didn't listen to these Eastside K-Boy records, do yourself a favor and absolutely go listen to these.
Circles run you niggas in overlap. Fuck a $150, put the knife on your collar.
Wu-Tang.
I guess my flow nice if you niggas think Joey bad. Loaded Lux, nigga, more like loaded mash.
Ooh. No, Eastside K-Boy got off on this shit, bro. Headshot by Hitta J3. Maybe this is the one where he had like 3 or 4 beats because he went crazy. Got yourself a gun. That was this one.
In a pair of Timbos, still root step. This ain't raising Canaan, won't be surviving this. Hit him with a headshot, that ain't gotta tell me shit. Get 50 on the phone, you gon' need many man.
Ooh, get 50 on the phone, you gon' need many men. Nah, Hitta J3 got off.
Let my Crips walk on. Bring kids to the war, they must
whoa.
South
Whoa.
Central and boys in the hood, niggas favorite movie. Even with the West Coast, make rappers disappear.
Nah, dude.
Life after death, rest in peace, Biggie and Black Rob.
Real motherfucking G's.
Jim Jones show camera.
No, this was actually one of my favorites too. So let's go ahead and make a favorites. Like favorites that I'm gonna play. Real favorites. Headshot, for sure. Crash Dummy, for sure. What would you do? AZ Chike. Hoe Era. Ooh. Let's get a fifth one. I know I like The Ruler's Back. Sorry, not sorry. Pardon me. Let's see. Let's get a 4th one, though. Hoe Era. What Would You Do? Crash Dummy. Headshot. And honestly, it might be My Town just to get the raps in. It might be My Town. I think it's going to be My Town to get the raps in. Those are going to be my 5 favorite songs. The finals I thought was incredible. Comeback from Joey Badass to kind of respond to everybody. I thought that was a really good way of doing that. But no, this Hitta J3.
And come to my hood if big homies don't agree. Probably don't make it home barking up the wrong tree.
Ugh, nasty. Hitta slid on that whole thing. And then Nick Caution, you know you my favorite white boy?
Coincidence, that part just doesn't fit the rhetoric. Top got his new artist on a severance chip. Trying to make a clone of who Kendrick is, the King Braun. How the top dog got a bottom feeder who will never know what it means to be King Vaughn. Yeah, you in the Matrix, you a top agent.
Yeah, Nick Caution got the fuck off. And then end credits. That's a good way to end this playlist. It's a good way to end this beef or the battle.
Let's get it. Hey,
more New York beats.
Hey, I ain't just popping my chest. I did a lot to get my spot in the best. Been through every barrel with 100 raps. Back when it was one shot kill, wasn't no running back. Got AIDS, or he was Magic Johnson, son of bitch. 6'9" had y'all tucked in a.
He had a lot of New York things. It felt like there were some disses here, but he kind of was just like recapping, like, hey, we did this all without like any real like physical violence and stuff like that. Wait, did I just get a? Okay, no, I got a notification, but it wasn't what I thought it was. But no, this was incredible, man. This whole battle, man. Like I said, I don't think anybody came out of here looking worse than when they got in. I just gave you my favorite tracks. Joey Badass won, but it wasn't no ass whooping. But I think he deserves a victory lap. I think he deserves his flowers. I think Vaughn deserves a play from me on that the Dollar Menu something album. Good, the Bad, the Dollar Menu. That's what it is. The Good, the Bad, the Dollar Menu. Definitely gonna have to go listen to that. I'm probably gonna have to get some reactions up to it. But yeah, that's kind of my synopsis. That's why I think Joey Badass won. I hope you liked listening to me break down some of these lyrics. I hope I don't get copyrighted. And we will see you guys on the next one.